Okay, Rush with the live solo to Anthem. This is from 255 to 329. I guess this is a CVT Mini guitar lesson. This goes out to Randy. Yeah, we were talking a little bit, Randy, about 𝐂𝐿𝐿 and what a fabulous. He had that cool, like a cool element of sloppiness sometimes. You know what I mean? Like Jimmy Page had, which makes him a little tough to articulate. It sounds like he was using an 𝐂𝐄𝐄𝐄. You know, it was a big old beast of a machine. Looked like a typewriter. Eddie Van Halen had one. It had the little lever and stuff. So on my Rocktron, I have a 𝐂𝐄𝐄𝐄 setting, and that's what I'm using for the delay on it. Let's jump right in. It's standard tuning, and starting at 255, you got the start of this riff. It goes. Oops. Well, that's moving into the next part of it. Let's just break these down as we go. 14G. This is the fingering I think Alex is using. You can experiment with fingering, but because of the speed of this riff, this might be the best option. 14G middle, bend a whole step, and then we're going to go 12 on the B and E. These are all down picks, by the way, so far. And then you're going to upstroke the 15B, pull off to 12, and that is played 8 times. And then coming out of that, we got a 14G, no bend. And then 259 timestamp is 15 high E, whole step bend, twice, vibrato the second one. With these whole step bends, especially throwing vibratos on, it's good to back it with a couple fingers. So our last one. And then finishing that timestamp of 259 will be that. 15E, 12E, both downs. Hammer 15, pull 12, down on 15B, up on 12E. So that's the Jimmy Page Ace Frehley riff. 15B, pull off to 12, and then down up on 14, 12, G and B. So that end phrase would be, if you connected it, okay, moving on to timestamp 301, we've got 15B twice. The second one is a bend release pull off to 12. So I would lay them out like this: 15, 13, and 12. This is just there to help bend. Whole step, release, pull off, 14G and 12B. That's 3 times. This is what I call the Page riff. So, oops. But it's 3 of them, so. Okay? Except you end on the 12, not the 15. Timestamp 304, here's where he does some shredding, and because of his 𝐂𝐄𝐄𝐄 setting being so fast on the milliseconds here, it's tougher to figure out. But I believe I've got it for you. So this is, I'm confident with it. And there'll be a quick rest there. That's that whole timestamp. It's all alternate picked except for this pull off on the beginning. 8B pull off to 7. And then the rest alternate pick. 9-7 on the G and B. So then go on the B string. 8, 10, 7, 8, 7. So if we played all that. 9 on the G up, down on 7B, 9G up, 7G down, 9D up, 6, 7, 9, 7, down up on the G. So here it is at moderate tempo. Then 306 is our next timestamp, and he's shredding through this too. alternate pick, 4, 5, 7, 4, 5 on the D. So leave the backing fingers down as you're playing through, because you got to go right back to them. So 7A, 4D, and then go 5, 7, 5 on the A, slide. Just a trail off slide to around fret 2 or fret 1, and then you stop that. So it's that leads to an open E, 5A, slide to 2, and then pick the open E and do the 5A again. So it's and then alternate pick another fast run here, 4, 5, 7, 4, 5, 4, and that's all on the A. 7E, 4, 5, 7 on the A and D. 5, 4, 5, 4. 7A, 4D, slide to 6. So all of that is that ends with a I love Alex's phrasing, man. I'd piece it in chunks. Then your next one. Oops. Okay, then we can flip to page 2 and go 7D, third finger, slide to 9. Let me play the riff. That's the 311 timestamp. Actually, that's part of the 311 timestamp. We'll head into the 7G, pick, hammer, pull, 9. 9D, 7G, and that's down, up. 9G, pull off to 7, up on 7. Down on 9, pull off 7, 7, 9, 7, and then 9G, we're going to bend, release, pull off to 7. It's a whole step. 9D, 7, 9G, vibrato. So we have, oops. I'm blowing it. 8, 9 on the B and G. I'd go index, middle, up, down. Up on 10 on the B. That'll be 8, 10 on the B. Bend it a little, pick. Pick again as you're bending. So it's, and then 10B, bend, release, pull off to 8, and then go 9, 8, 9, G, B, G. So we have, see you can subgroup like those last 5 notes. Anytime we can leave that backing finger, we want to do that. You know, you can see in a lot of these examples, you're either picking fast to get back to a prior note or pulling off to it, coming off of a bend. You don't want to leave it like, you know, it helps support. And I haven't heard you play. I have a feeling you're a pretty good player if you're having me do this stuff. So let's move on. Oh, 9th fret on the G. And that's going to be, let's see, 3 times. And then the next timestamp comes in 317, which is this. Oops. So, we need to do 12th fret B, step and a half bend. We're bending a B to a D. Stop the note, come back down and go 12, 11, 10. 12G, 10B, pre-bend release on the 10th fret, but switch fingers to the 3rd finger on the 10th fret. Bend it, release, and then 9th fret 2 times. And you may want to use your third finger for that. Vibrato, rest, pull off to 7, pick 9, pull off 7, pick 9. So. Timestamp 320, 17th fret on the high E, 3 bends with a whole step and a vibrato on the last one. Actually, four bends, but the 4th one you don't vibrato, so it's. And then 17, 14 on the E and the B. Sounds off, but that's what he's doing. And then 3rd finger 15B, bend, hold, release, bend, release, pull off to 12. So let's do it from timestamp 320. G, and then we got our last timestamp at 324, which is this riff, really cool. It's 3 of those. Third one, you take off the last bend. I would use middle finger. I didn't put the fingering on this because everyone with certain riffs, man, we're just partial to certain fingerings. I like the middle for 14G, bending a whole step. Up down on the 12th fret B. Up on 15B, pull off to 12, so we don't even have to move this guy. 14G down, 15E twice, vibrato the second one. We're bending it. So that goes 3 times. Last one, cut off the final bend. And you're done. So, all right, man, I got one more to do for you. It's tabbed out. I just got to go work with it a little bit, and then I'll be out here to do your second one, which was Fly By Night solo, I think. We'll see. Yeah. All right, thanks. Thanks much, man. I appreciate it. If you have any questions, hit me up.